What's up, everyone? I already have these videos, not all the time pre-recorded, but all these video clips you're gonna see in this one are pre-recorded. We had a storm come in a couple days ago. It knocked out power. We were out power for about 86 hours, and I was able to keep all my fish alive. Luckily, I didn't even lose one, surprisingly. I'm shocked by it. And yeah, so stay tuned for what you're about to see. I will say it's a pretty boring video, but definitely a learning experience. Hope you guys enjoy. So the power went out yesterday during the big storm we had, and yeah, just got the battery operated air pumps going. It's been about a little over 12 hours without power now, and so far looks like all the fish are doing fine. They're as good as they can be for now. So weird to see fish swimming around without lights and none of the stuff on. The air pumps, filters, and without the battery operated air pumps even going. It's just, they're just floating. It's weird. Not used to this. Clown knives are in their big tube hiding. The worst part about this whole power outage is all my frozen fish food at this point is probably no good or completely thawed out. So as soon as the power goes back on, I'm gonna have to go get more food. So that's sweet. Here's my biggest concern. I was worried about this little guy, Puff Daddy over here. He wasn't looking too hot last night, but he's swimming around now. For some reason, all these little bubblers that take AA's are all shot for now, so I'm gonna have to go replace those batteries. So hopefully the power gets turned back on soon. So here I am at about the 55-hour mark of no power. I was able to get a generator hooked up, as you can see here through the window. I got this upstairs for my phone and fan and stuff, just to be able to sleep. But it's been 55 hours without power. I've had battery operated air pumps on my tanks constantly running. The smaller ones that run off AA batteries have been pretty bad. They go through the batteries fast, but the ones with D batteries hold up pretty good. This is the gold Jaguar tank I have running here. I'm about to go down in the basement, so let's go do that. As you can hear the generator running, I have a total of 12 tanks. I have 3 of which have betas in them, so they don't need the air stones and whatnot. I do need to get the heaters going for a little bit. I'm not going to be running this generator all night because I'm not sure exactly how long to run it. It says a max of 11 hours straight, so I'll probably get my phone charged and whatnot. And I just really wanted to get the heaters and the filters going, because all the water, this tank currently just has the bubbler on it. I had everything else hooked up for about an hour and a half. The temp went up, so it's fine. These big guys is what I was worried about. My Oscars were starting to float kind of sideways. I don't know if they were just sleeping or just acting goofy, but I really didn't like it. I see the red Oscar's fin is tore up a little bit. But I just really, obviously I got the bubblers covered, the battery operated air pumps, that's fine. I just really wanted to get some water circulating, because at this point is about the normal time of the week that I do water changes. So basically, since the power's out, yes, I still have water, but my water heater's electric, so I'd literally have to boil water, and it's not a problem, but that seems very tedious. But now that we got the generator, like this tank, it might not, you can kind of see how it glows around that PVC pipe. The water is a it's a whitish tinge. So, and all the water in all these tanks smells bad. But I'm glad, you know, I've just had the battery operated air pumps going, so it's literally an emergency situation, and I just literally 55 hours without power, and I just now got a generator hooked up. So everything's rolling right now except 2 tanks. There's one upstairs that's not running. But yeah, this is a really terrible situation to be in. As you can see, I've still been feeding the fish regularly. I just got the filter going, so it's pushing all that food around. This tank is running. I just don't have the light on. This is the last of the jaguar cichlids. He ate all of his siblings. This guy I was mostly worried about. All the other fish are pretty tough since they're cichlids and whatnot, but he's doing fine. Looks like his yellow and black is really popping right now. I'm assuming it's because he's stressed, but the tanks have pretty much stayed at the normal temperature. I usually keep my tanks at 78 to 80 degrees, and without the power being on, they've stayed around 72. So the temperature dropped, obviously, and it didn't drop fast, so that's a good thing, I would say. So it didn't shock any of the fish. So far I haven't lost any fish, and I hope to keep it that way since this power outage happened. Today is Wednesday. I believe the clips I recorded were Tuesday morning, around the 24. Oh, that was about the 18-hour mark, I would say, without power. And I don't know. It's just a very bad situation to be in. This is one big regret of being in this hobby. I absolutely love it. I love all my fish. I'm actually skipping out on staying in a hotel tonight just so I can stay here and cater to my fish to make sure they're alright. Now that I got a generator going, everything's good. Fish are happy. All these clips will be in one video. The storm came in Monday at around 2 o'clock. Power went out about 2:30. Storm was gone. Power is still not restored here. The power's not estimated to be turned back on until 3 p.m. Saturday, and I live in Illinois, so that's Central Time. So our power has been out since 2:30 Monday Central Time, and it's not estimated to be back on until 3 p.m. Saturday Central Time. So it's a pretty awesome situation to be in, having all these fish tanks and fish. I wouldn't wish this on anyone, because I've been stressed out of my mind. I've literally been battery operated air pumps, and I've been using a 2-quart pitcher in every tank and trying to stir the water around just to create some water movement and flow, and it's not enough to keep the water from going stagnant. Obviously those air stones aren't enough either, especially in this big 125, but this is just a good learning experience to have a generator for myself in the future, and a big enough one hopefully to run the whole house, because that would be spectacular. But that's all for this clip. I'm definitely going to be recording clips every day, hopefully, until the power's back on, just to show the progress of all my fish. But like I said, luckily I haven't lost one yet. I'm back with some more clips. It's Friday now. It's about 5:30, 6 p.m. Central Time. But the power finally did come back on. I'm thankful for that. It's awesome. even though I just got the generator 2 days ago up and going. And all I can say is, without filtration, water movement, even just having air in the tank doesn't do any good. All these tanks were the water was starting to turn white, and I'm sure they still smell pretty bad because I usually start my water changes during Monday, Tuesday around, and that's when the power went out. So it was time for all my tanks to get changed in the water, and I was not able to do so. So they had to stretch out 4 more days. But the power was out for about 86 hours roughly, and somehow, I'm sure that's not even that long compared to some people who have been through longer power outages. But I would say I'm pretty proud of myself for not even losing one single fish out of this whole ordeal. Like I said, all I used were battery operated air pumps, and the 2 days I did not have the generator, I was using a 2-quart pitcher to kind of stir the water around. I just turned the lights on, and these guys are pretty lazy. Unless that gar sees food in my hand, he will not move. But everything's alive and well. I do need to change water now severely. All I can say for next time is this was a good learning experience, and long story short, I need to get my own generator so this does not happen again where I'm scrambling to figure out what I'm going to do for all my fish here. Just a wild experience. Constantly stressed out, wondering what fish are going to be dead when I get home from work today, if the power is going to be on. So I might actually get to sleep and get a good night's sleep and not have a panic attack today, freaking out about everything. But now the fun begins of changing all the water. I don't know if I said it in the last few clips, but my puffer fish was mainly my biggest concern, because as far as I know, you want to try and keep the water parameters pretty steady, and this guy definitely pulled through with no problems. And yeah, not really much else to say besides it's a good learning experience to be a little bit more prepared, even if it's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it in my case. But luckily, halfway through the whole ordeal, I was able to get a generator to get everything running for these guys. So that's gonna be it. Sorry it's such a long video, but I just wanted to kind of record all the incidents and the whole ordeal of the power being out for almost more than half of the week, I would say. And I'd also like to say I haven't made a video in a while. Sorry about that. I just have a lot of other stuff going on. I try and do it when I have free time, but it seems like lately anymore I have not had much free time. When I do have free time, I just kind of sit back and relax. But that's going to be it. Thanks for watching and keeping up on all my stuff, if you do or if you don't, either way. But I'll see you in the next video.